All right, you guys. Well, good evening and welcome to our continuing education class. We are in class number 7. This is another one of my favorite classes because it's all about self-care, Aroma Touch, Symphony of the Cells. If you guys have received an Aroma Touch or Symphony of the Cells, let us know in the chat which one you had and what you loved most about it. And then we're also going to be talking about, a little self-care and how we get to show up for ourselves is the way we show up for others. This class is being recorded, so if you'll kindly keep yourself muted. If you have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll make sure that we answer those questions throughout the class or at the end of class. We also have the opportunity where we can give you a free gift if you attend all 8 of our classes or watch 8 Zooms live. We log those in and you get a free gift, which is one of our recipe books. We're in the progress of updating that recipe book into something brand new, and it is even better than expected. So I can't wait to show that to you guys, hopefully in a few weeks. Okay, let's see. This is a list of the 8 classes that we have. And like I said at the beginning, we are on class number 7. So next week, we'll be talking about how to create a happy, healthy, toxic-free home space. Now, so many of us have already gotten rid of most of the over-the-counter cleaners or dryer sheets or laundry detergents. It goes into a lot of different things of the effects that those things can have on our health, especially women and hormones. If you experience headaches or mood, swings or different things like that, you might look into some of the different things that you're either putting on you or spraying around you that could be causing those side effects. Now, self-care, you guys, it is the new healthcare. More and more, I think people are reaching into different solutions and ways that they can eliminate some of the stress and the chaos and all of the different things that we experience on a daily basis. I think that the more that we are around social media or, the internet and our phones, we are overwhelmed with content. We are constantly being subject to, all kinds of different things. And because we learn and know more, I think that that causes an overload for our bodies, especially for our emotions. So if we don't take the time to take care of ourselves, we can have effects that show up. And just like I mentioned at the very beginning, the way that we take care of ourselves is the way that we show up for others. So if you want to be the best mom or the best employee or the best wife, then really take a few minutes to start your day the way that you should. And that is with, meditation, prayer, gratitude, just getting grounded. And there was a time when I would just hit the road, right? I would wake up and I would jump out of bed and I would start my day. And it seemed like all day, my day was not chaotic, but it's like it just had this rush about it. And now I've learned something really great about just waking up, getting my mindset straight, set my intentions for the day, and getting super grounded and focused. What is it that I want to achieve today? And when I'm able to do that, and a lot of times it's narrowing it down to, 1 or 2 or 3 things that I want to accomplish. If I have a huge list of things, it seems like none of those things get done. So you guys, back to how is it that you start your day and what results are you getting? Now, we're going to be talking a lot about doTERRA products tonight, and we know that we have new people who are watching this. And so I want to just go into just a little bit about the doTERRA difference. One thing that I love most about doTERRA products is there are no fillers, no synthetics, and no dilution, which means we do use fractionated coconut oil in some of our blends just because some of them are so potent. We don't need a whole lot, but we're not adding any other kind of things that could cause them to have side effects or give us a different reaction. And the other thing with doTERRA is every single essential oil is made from plants, seeds, bark, or fruits. And so they're also extracted and come from the natural origin. And why that is so important is because if you are living in a place where, so I live in Northern Nevada and hardly anything grows here. Our growing season is probably 2 months, if that. And so if we were trying to grow a lemon, you can only imagine what the lemon would turn into. Do you think it would be a great, big, huge, juicy lemon full of all kinds of nutrients and benefits? Or do you think it would be this itty bitty little thing that may or may not even turn yellow? And so the reason that it's so important for us to get our essential oils from their natural origin is because they got the right temperature, the right environment, the right soil. Everything is perfect for them to grow and be the very best that they possibly can be. Now, we do over 54 different tests on our essential oils. We also use small batches, which means we're not taking these huge, 100-gallon drums and testing, because there could be different things on the top, middle, and bottom of that tank than what's in the whole thing. So we make sure that we test it from the time that it is before it's planted, or when it's planted. We test the soil, we test the plant itself for any kind of contaminants, pesticides, anything that could disrupt the plant or the oil itself. And then we test it all the way along. So from the time it's distilled, put into the bottle, we test the bottles, we test it all the way up until just before we put the lid on it and seal it for you to be able to take it home. Now, our oils, another thing I love about them is you can use most of them internally, which is not only approved, but it's recommended. We can use them topically and aromatically. And that's just a few of the reasons, you guys, that we stand out in the market for our quality of essential oil. Now, one of the top questions that we get with essential oils is, are they safe? Now, this is another really great thing that you guys need to be aware of, that when you go to the grocery store, gas station, or health food store, wherever it is that you're getting your essential oils, you want to make sure that they are what they say they are. We just got back from a training, and one of the main things that I went away with is so many labels. It's not what they put on the label, it's what they don't put on the label. And so when you open up your bottle, we want to make sure that you can use it with confidence on everybody and anyone in your family. We recommend these for pets. We recommend them for babies and pregnancy. So when we're talking about doTERRA, that is the only essential oil that we are recommending at this point. Now, you can see on the left-hand side, there is a bottle that shows supplement facts. Now, I love that our essential oils are pure enough and safe enough that you can take them internally.
Hayley,
Now,
I can't see your screen.
at all?
Can anybody else?
I see your screen.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
do too.
Okay, we'll keep going. Sorry. All right, you guys. So with doTERRA, some of the really great things is that they are 100% pure, unadulterated. And so there's no risk of addiction. Now, I've used essential oils for pain and for overwhelm and for emotions and all kinds of things. And if you have ever experienced an over-the-counter prescription or an over-the-counter drug of any kind, you know that when you look at those labels, they come filled with all kinds of side effects and things that can cause problems. So I love that we can use these and recommend them, because they are one of the only things that's safe on the market. Now, there is a picture on the right-hand side that shows these little girls. They were going to visit their grandma, and their grandma had run out of doTERRA lavender and just reached for a lavender bottle that was in the cupboard. When she put it on their skin, you can see that it gave them a chemical burn. You guys, this is not something that will happen when we're using doTERRA, or that's one of the main reasons that we love education, is so that you can use them and be knowledgeable about what to do and what not to do with our essential oils. And we are going to be talking about self-care and skin. So I think it's important that you realize that there are some essential oils out there on the market that are just not what you want to use. Okay, now I've listed out a few of the essential oils that you'll find in some of our skincare, our body butter. We have a really great unscented lotion. What I love about the unscented lotion is you can create whatever kind of atmosphere or whatever kind of experience you want. So if you've been in a hot tub at night soaking and you get out and you want to be relaxed and super calm, well, then all you have to do is take a few essential oils and add them to the unscented lotion. And then you've got a great way to nourish your skin. Now, if you look at frankincense is in almost every single one of our products as far as our skincare and face line. And what I love about it is it helps us to support a youthful looking skin and really flawless. It's regenerative, and so it helps to rebuild cells. And so frankincense is definitely one that you want to have handy. Helichrysum is another one. So recently my husband was traveling and did something to his arm. He doesn't even know. He was busy at work and peeled off a piece of skin that looked like a chemical burn about the size of a 50-cent piece. Well, when he looked down at it, he's going, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with it? Well, if he was at home, we'd have a huge arsenal of different essential oils and rubs and things that we've made to make sure that we've got our first aid kit ready. But when he's on the road, he's going, oh, what do I do? And so he happened to be traveling with his Omega, and he's heard me enough times say, if you don't have what you think you need, go ahead and put something on it. So he popped open one of our Omega Plus capsules and drizzled it on top of this. And then he was able to put a little bit of frankincense on it. And he had a lavender also. So for the 3 or 4 days he was still traveling, he kept putting it on. You guys, you would be amazed at how quickly that wound started to heal itself just by having the support that it needed. Helichrysum is one of my favorite go-to essential oils. I'm not really sure what happened to some of the prints on here because it's got some major weird things on there. But anyway, Helichrysum is a really great one for skin. I refer to it often as liquid stitches. Another great one is juniper berry. If you have blemishes or skin that is, unhappy, has disruptions on it because it's unhappy, whether it's gut or it doesn't really matter what the reason, juniper berry works as a natural skin toner. So you can put it directly on a wound or on a blemish of any kind, and you'll get really great benefits. Of course, lavender is, when in doubt, you get the frankincense out. Second in hand would be lavender. It's like a Swiss Army knife of how many different things you can do with it. So we know that lavender is something that helps to calm our mood and calm, our emotions. But did you know that it also has the same calming effect on our skin? Any kind of burn. It doesn't matter if it's a sunburn, a rug burn, a chemical burn. We've had so many different testimonials where people have used lavender to support their skin, and it's had absolutely incredible benefits in the way that your skin recovers. Rose is another one that I wanted to put on here because it helps with your even out your skin tone and little minor imperfections or lines and things. Plus, the aroma of rose is so gentle and so loving that it's just like this huge hug in a bottle. And so as we go forward, you guys, I want you to pay attention to some of the different skincares. And if you've got this line, first of all, I'd love to know which one of these are you using at home. I know some people use a variety of different ones, but I'm pretty much a essential skincare collection. Now, this was their original skincare, which is shown on the left-hand side. It has everything you need, from a skin tightening serum to dark circles to a more of a nourishing, hydrating cream, a toner, cleanser. And one of my favorite products from this is the essential scrub. So it's minty in scent, and it just leaves my skin feeling so fresh and clean. And anytime I feel like I've, just need to get a little deeper than just a regular surface wash, I always use the invigorating scrub. It is the essential line. It's for older, maturing skin, but I know most of my friends and my family use this one. Now, the second one is the Virage skincare line. You'll notice here it has 4 different steps. It has a cleanser, a toner, an Immortelle serum, and then a moisturizer. Anytime you guys are using a skincare line all together, you're going to get a better result. Each one of these products works as a building block to the next one. And so you know, and you can mix and match them. But you know, if you can find one that you love, I would say stick to it. And then the third one is a HD clear system. Now, this is for people who have either troubled skin that can break out sometimes, uh, or sensitive skin. My kids all used this skincare line as they were going through college and in their early adulthood. There's a roller bottle, a cleanser, and then also a moisturizer. So the roller bottle in the middle is really great for spot treating things. If you have occasional breakouts, if you have, you know, sometimes people will have breakouts on their back or they'll have it on their arms. I love HD Clear for everything from unhappy skin, from a bug bite to skin irritation to unhappy, you know, pores from hormones and things. And then the fourth one that I've got pictured on here is the Yarrow Palm collection. Now, it's not really a skin, like it doesn't have the whole cleansing, toning and all that, but it is really great for nourishing your skin, especially if you have, you know, like dark circles, or maybe you're recovering from a scar of different things. And then it's also really, really great for your hormones. Okay, so now here is the essential anti-aging skincare line. You can see everything at a glance. I'm going to just talk real quick about a couple of tips with the cleanser. Anytime you're using a cleanser, you guys, just take a little like pea size and squirt it into your hand. Our cleansers are all meant to work best with water. So I just put a little bit of cleanser in my hand, I add some water, then I foam it up really good, and then I apply it to my skin. Now, washing my face is something that I do twice a day, no matter how tired I am. I was not taught this as a young adult. I didn't start really taking care of my skin until doTERRA. And so I'm super grateful that if the better you take care of your skin, not only will you feel better about yourself, right? Back to that self-care of how we take care of ourselves is how we show up for others. But when you take the time to do a facial or a system, you just are going to feel better about your whole day. And then the invigorating scrub is something that you can put on in addition to or after. It's just that a little bit deeper cleanse. And it has little tiny micro beads in it that helps get deeper into your pores and kind of work out stuff that might be down in there. And then the toner is a really great step. Most people will skip this because they don't understand the importance of bringing your skin to the right pH balance. So this one is super clean smelling. Now, I've got this bottle that I used to use for when I did fingernails years and years ago. And I just kind of take the cotton and I just push it on the top, and I just put a little bit on my face. And what that does, you guys, is it helps to, any pores that were open during the cleansing step are now going to be closed with the toner. And then, like I said, it's going to help your skin go to the right pH balance. Your makeup is going to stay on better. Your skin's going to look fresher, and it's going to help clog or close up those pores. Now we have targeted skincare also. So brightening gel, tightening serum, and the anti-age eye cream. The one I'm going to talk about tonight is the anti-aging eye cream. You'll see it pictured here in the middle, kind of standing alone. There's a stainless steel ball in this. You guys, when I can, I try to keep one in the refrigerator, but it keeps, so I just kind of push down on the top of it, get a little tiny bit of the eye cream on my ring finger because it's a really gentle finger, and then I will just tap it underneath my eyes and around. There have been tests done with people and being able to see damage from the sun. And you guys know it, believe it or not, the screens, like our computer screen, our phone screen, the TV screen, that has blue light that is having aging effects on our skin. So it's really important that we take care of it. You know, I could throw the sun line in here right now and talking about the moisturizer with that is it's actually made to block that blue screen. And then, of course, you want to end your day or end your routine with your moisturizer. In this line, there's two different ones. There's a lighter lotion. So if you have just normal skin and younger skin, then the anti-aging lotion might be enough. When I first started using doTERRA, I started with, during the day, I would wear the anti-aging moisturizer. And then at night, I started using the hydrating cream because my skin needed a little bit more protection or a little bit more nourishment at night after being, outside all day or in the house all day. And so I just really like that. Now, I use the hydrating cream day and night. Okay, so here we got the Barrage. In this line, of course, you've got your cleanser, which you'll add water to, foam it up real nice. Make sure you rinse really good. If you have breakout on the bottom of your chin or on your jawline, chances are you're either not rinsing your shampoo enough or you're not rinsing off your face from your cleanser. And it likes to just kind of sit there. So make sure you're really rinsing with cool or cold water. The toner in this one, what I love about it is you can apply it to just your clean face, but you can also apply it over makeup. So if you find during the day you're getting, dehydrated, if you're flying, one of my favorite hacks is to take this with me on the airplane. And, if it's a long flight, I'll just kind of mist it over my face and it just feels so hydrating and so good. Now on the right-hand side, I want to pull your attention to the Barrage Immortelle. You'll find that we have two products with exactly the same name. The Immortelle roller bottle, which is shown on the bottom, is 100% essential oil. There is no dilution at all. And it's exactly the same oils that are listed at the top with the Barrage Immortelle, but the Barrage one has a carrier oil in it. So some people use one and some people use the other. I actually use the Barrage Immortelle for my skin glow, which I've got the recipe coming up in just a second. But I use Immortelle every day, you guys, around my eyes. I will also apply it on my lips. Sometimes people, if they use a straw or, they'll get the little lines in their lip. This is something that I'm using there. I'll also add the Immortelle first, and then I'll put the anti-aging eye cream on top. And so just giving my face and as much love as I possibly can. Now you can see with the Immortelle roller, some of the best things are if you have age spots or sunspots, this is really, really great to be able to apply. I recommend the roller for anyone who is pregnant to apply to their belly. Not only is it going to be great for the baby, but it's also very nourishing for if you have stretch marks or as your skin is starting to, grow, then it helps with that also. Now to be able to roll it on your neck, because if you look at the oils, you guys that are in here, you've got frankincense, sandalwood, lavender, helichrysum, rose, myrrh. Some of these are specific for thyroid or, so you can just apply it to your throat right here. One time I had a gal who I was working with who was having a lot of really heavy feelings as far as emotional kind of like darkness. And so I had recommended that she roll that across the back of her shoulders. And because she was carrying a lot of that, in her shoulders and she was super tight and all of the pain essential oils weren't really giving her the relief. She started using Immortelle and got a completely different benefit and result from using that. Okay, the third and last one of the skincare lines is HD Clear. Now, I did talk about it a little bit. I love that the cleanser comes in a foaming pump. I would leave that in the shower for my kids, and I'll still leave it in the shower. I have one. I don't use it as often as I've gotten older, but I do like half of a pump. It's foam. I add a little water to it. I put it on my skin. What I love about this line, you guys, is most products that are used for blemishes or skin that is, got a lot of irritation on it, is they're very drying. And what happens is it dries the skin out, and then your body actually overworks and produces more because it's dry, and then we have more breakout. And so it's really important that people use the entire step also. So you can do the roller bottle for spot treatments, the cleanser for all over your face. If you know somebody who has, breakout on their back or breakout on their arms, they can use this cleanser there also. And then you'll want to always finish up with a really great non-greasy moisturizer that will help to lock in that moisture so that your body doesn't overproduce. I love this skincare line. I use it all the time, especially when I travel. Like this is the cleanser that I take when I travel because you never know what you're going to run into, what kind of you're going to be eating different foods, and you could get bug bites and things. And I love that is for any kind of skin irritation. Okay, now I talked about Yarrow Palm just a second. You guys, this is known as the Fountain of Youth product. It not only has 3 different products, so you have one that is formulated specifically for your face. Now that's the one that has the dropper in the center. And then you've got the larger bottle that is the body renewal system or serum. And that's meant from your neck down to be able to put on. And then we also have a capsule that you can take internally that helps with your skin. And so whether it's hormones, immune support, digestive support, this is excellent for all of those things. Now you can see a couple of pictures here with a couple of different testimonials. This little guy in the middle, you can see how red and rosy his cheeks were. And you have probably experienced this if you've been around little kids or, whether it's their bottoms that get really sore and dry and flaky. I've also had people with their hands be able to use this on, hands that are super irritated. And it just helps to really calm it down easy. Now, in the picture on the right, you can see this is actually a gal who spoke at convention. She also presented during our last leadership business training with doTERRA, and she got obvious skin cancer. And this shows the difference 1 month later after using Yarrow Palm on her skin. Isn't it incredible, you guys, to see the difference? So back to any kind of post-surgery or scarring or old scarring, what I love about even putting Immortelle with this is it goes deeper in, and whether it's a scar tissue or a scar or emotional scar, these products are going to work to support you. I don't know what happened to my, oh, well, we'll keep going. All right. So another new kid on the block is the Frankenstick. Frankincense stick, as well as the capsule, is great for any kind of skin stuff. I know people who have had a lot of different journeys with their skin, and they've been taking the capsule, and within about 2 or 3 weeks, their skin has changed completely. What I love about the stick itself is it's kind of like a deodorant type delivery. It's going to have a little thicker consistency, so it's going to stay on your skin a little longer. Now, I have noticed that I've been putting it on my face. I have loved the skin over the years, and I've noticed that my skin has lightened a little bit from using this. It's not only soothing and comforting, but it's super easy to use, and you can use it on sensitive skin. Again, we've had people who've had really bad eczema or different skin conditions put this right on their hands, right on their, I had a guy come in the other day to the store and he had a breakout on his leg. And he said, "Is it all right? Can I use it?" So we scraped a little bit of it off. He put it on there and he said instantly he felt some cooling and calming of the skin, which was normally super tight and very irritated and hurt. And so, of course, he went home with a bottle, and he's super excited to have something that is safe for him to use it. There's no bad side effects. Oh, here we go. All right, so here's the daily routine. So first, cleanse. Second, tone. Third, hydrate. You can pick and match, mix whatever it is that you want. Just make sure you do those. And I do this morning and night. And then here's a recipe for my favorite skin glow. So when I put this on is after I've toned my skin and I've put the Immortelle roller on, then I put a few drops of the skin glow on the back side of my hand, and then I apply it to my face. I go around my cheeks, I go across my neck, and then whatever's left over, I put on the back of my hands, because our hands actually age faster than any of our face and skin. So I want to really nourish it and make sure it's getting what it needs. Now, the recipe's there. You guys go ahead and take a screenshot of this. This recipe will also be in our new recipe book that's coming out soon. And every single one of those essential oils is meant to support our skin in different ways. A few helpful tips, you guys, is the more consistent you will be with your skin, the better results you're going to get. If you wash it, sometimes you're going to get that result, right? If you want to target and if you have something going on, you can't treat it once or twice and expect it to be completely gone. It may take a few, morning and night type things. Even if you're tired, you need to take the time to wash your face. And like all of our other systems, anytime you buy a kit, there'll be a little drop down menu where you can buy additional products at even a higher discount below wholesale. So make sure that you check that out. You could just search when you go to order skincare, and it's going to come up with a bunch of different options for you. All right, so now the second part of our create your own spa and, take care of yourself and be gentle with yourself. And this goes to when we take care of ourselves, it's, going to help us show up differently in how we show up for our family and our friends, as a wife, as a coworker, as a boss, all the different things. But we know that there are things that come up. And, there was a time when it would, to make an appointment to go get a massage or to go get a facial or to go to the spa, you'd have to like travel or go out, go someplace, and it takes a lot of time. And it's not that that isn't a wonderful thing to do, but you can create this same experience at your home. One thing that I absolutely love to do when my family all gets together is I love to give aroma touches or Symphony of the Cells. So these are two techniques that are both incredible in supporting our bodies. The Aroma Touch technique was created for everyone and anyone at any age, and that you didn't have to be a professional to be able to put these products on somebody or to offer them the gift of being able to put their bodies into homeostasis. You can see down here, we all have stress. We all have different things that attack our body, whether it's, chemical toxins or emotional toxins, and all of those things lead to inflammation, which then our body is automatically imbalanced. So what we really want to do is support all of those different stressors that come up. So or Dr. Hill actually came up with a system where there are 8 essential oils that are targeted to address all 4 stressors: your immune support, your inflammation, homeostasis, and stress. Now, the difference between Aroma Touch technique and Symphony of the Cells is Aroma Touch is pretty much anybody, any age, anywhere. And it helps address all of the things. A lot of times, especially if you're talking to your child or maybe a coworker, maybe even yourself, it's like, what's wrong? I don't know. I'm fine. Or where do you hurt? I don't know. It's like, I'm good. Where with Symphony of the Cells, it's more of a targeted application when you know exactly what it is that the person is dealing with, whether it's chronic or whether it's something that is occasional. Okay, so reflexology. How does this stuff work? How do the essential oils work? Now, on the left-hand side, we have pictures of your feet and your hands. And then on the right-hand side, we have a picture of your spine. I want you to recognize that every organ is reflected on your reflex chart on your hands and your feet. And then you can also find those same things down your spine. So when Dr. Hill created the Aroma Touch, he wanted to make sure that every part of your body was having a little bit of attention, right? So when you do the Aroma Touch, it is applied to the back of down your spine, on the scalp of your head, a little bit on your feet. And then then the Symphony of Cells is pretty much the same, but it's a much quicker application. Okay, Aroma Touch technique. You guys take a picture, screenshot. There's a QR code on the right-hand side. doTERRA has taken this entire training online. So you can go to training.doterra.com or open up this QR code and it'll take you to an online class where you can get certified. Dr. Hill is a master at putting essential oils together to make sure that they are like a building block, just like with our Lifelong Vitality and our VMG. It starts with the base foundation. So we start with stress. We have 2 essential oils, balance and lavender. I can't imagine 2 better oils to be able to really get yourself relaxed and to get yourself grounded and kind of in that state of peace and calm. Then the next two essential oils work hand in hand for immune support. We have tea tree, which is absolutely amazing for anything skin related. And then we have On Guard, which is our protective blend. This is antiviral immunity boost. And when you put the two of them together, they work even better than when you have them alone. And then the next step is our inflammatory response. So how many of you guys deal with any kind of pain or discomfort in your body where you're, no, maybe it's your feet, maybe it's your ankles, maybe it's your shoulders. I think most of us would be able to say, yes, I deal with something on a regular basis, especially if it's something chronic. Now, Aroma Touch is the massage blend, you guys. It is great for circulation. It has essential oils for, holding on to stress and tension. And then we have Deep Blue, which is like a aspirin in a bottle. It is by far one of my favorite essential oils for anything pain related. And you put those two together and it's going to address pretty much anything that is going on. And then the homeostasis is where we put our wild orange and peppermint back together that will help give us the energy, help revitalize us, help us to be able to, get things going. And there's a great technique, you guys. Like I said, this is one of my favorite things. And I have given these to newborn babies all the way to grown adults that have just been dealing with a lot of different life. Now, one of the reasons that we are here today is because of the Aroma Touch technique. This is a technique that was introduced to a friend of mine, and she was dealing with a really big health scare at the time. And James and Roxanne showed up at her house one day and said, hey, we want to give this thing to you. It's similar to a massage, but it's just where the essential oils do the work. Is it all right? So they bent her over the back of a sofa, one at a time. They put the oils in the order that is shown here. And she said that when they were done giving that to her, the first thought in her head was, gosh, if I'm going to die, I want to die feeling like this. Whatever that is, I have to have it. And so, you guys, there is a great power in essential oils and the way that they can show up and help to support us. Okay, so here is Boyd Truman. He is the creator of Symphony of the Cells. You can find him at truewellness.com. He does different trainings, and he does in-person trainings as well as online trainings. If you're lucky enough to get on into one of those, you can see a sample of the Symphony of the Cell instructions on the bottom left-hand corner, which it'll just have like a picture of a drop. So you drop it in your hand, and then they'll show you a picture of the nose. So you would have the person smell it. And then you would apply it, on the feet, down the spine. And this one is very, very simple. You drip it on, you go to the next step, and each oil tells you exactly what to do in which order. Now, there are a bunch of different ones. I think there's close to 70 or more different protocols. Each one, like I said, is specific to a purpose. So you can look up all kinds of different things. And I love that we have stuff from respiratory to forgiveness to digestive to lymphatic. And then there's just like a basic protocol where you want to feel better every day and maybe boost your immunity and just, get the benefits of essential oils on you. And so there's also a ton of different books and things that you can get where you can learn more about this. We also have quite a few classes that we've taught in Good Vibes, our VIP doTERRA Facebook page, where we have demonstrated giving an Aroma Touch the benefits of each one of those essential oils. And we've also had trainings where we've done Symphony of the Cells. So there are a lot of different questions, you guys. Up here on the right-hand side, you can see that we've got the oils laid out. And this is just a tip for when you are giving a Symphony of the Cells, is get all the oils out, put them in the order that it shows on the page, take their lids off, set the lid on the table behind it, so that as you are opening them, you don't have to take the time to open them up. You can just put them on in that order. Now, a couple of the questions people will ask often is, do I need to put them all on one at a time? Or what if I can just throw them in a roller bottle and put them on? Well, we're going to talk good, better, best. So good is just getting the essential oil out and getting it on you. right? Smell it, get it on your feet, get it on the arch of your foot, because that represents your spine. The good one would be to get a Symphony of the Cells, have somebody else. And like I said, you don't have to be a professional to do either of these techniques. You can do them by just following the steps and doing it in the order that it is recommended. And then you can put it in a roller bottle, right? So the bomb roller is the infectious disease protocol. We took and muscle tested through the recipe, came up with a blend. This blend you can also just put, on your throat. You could put it on the bottoms of your feet. You could put it on your spine. Now, if you have the time to break them up and do them individual, you're going to get a much different result, and even better, because as you layer them one at a time on, they're going to be that building block where one is going to benefit you, then the next one's going to benefit a little bit more. And the combination of them as they go gets better and better. Now, having the roller, is that good? Yes. Any application is going to be beneficial. So we want to make sure that getting them out, getting them on you. Anyone, you guys, these protocols for Aroma Touch is safe for everyone and anyone. I just had a friend visit a few weeks ago, and she's 6 months pregnant, and I was able to give her an Aroma Touch, which helped her just be able to be calm and sleep better and feel better. When you get to the protocols for Symphony of the Cells, though, you'll need to make sure that you do the research to make sure that each one of those protocols has the essential oils and for whatever you're intending to get the result of. And we can talk about that more in just a minute. Okay, so how do we find out more about all of this? If you go to aromatools.com or oillife.com, or truewellness.com, these are my 3 places that I love to buy my supplies, my books, different things like that. At truewellness.com, you can usually catch him on a sale. He has great books and great resources that you can learn more about each one of these different protocols. Aroma Tools has different supplies for the Aroma Touch. And like I said, if you go to training.doTERRA.com, you'll be able to get certified. When you purchase the Aroma Touch kit, it comes with a free certification. So look into that. If you guys have any questions about this, make sure you reach out to the person who invited you here so that we can help get you the best benefits and the best way to use it and get the best training. Okay, so here we go. The best way to buy is below wholesale. So what this is you can see that we have a few different options. When you purchase one of our core kits like Lifelong Vitality or our MetaPower award-winning collagen, it'll open up and I'll have this little menu that drops down where you can add up to 3 additional products at way below wholesale pricing. Now they've also added on the VMG, which how many of you guys are loving the VMG? I love it so much. I love that my family loves it. I love that we're getting great results, and I love how easy and convenient it is to get that vitamin, minerals, and greens all in one setting. And so you also have bundles where if you buy additional products, you're saving, and a drop-down menu. You guys, if you're not using these systems yet, I would encourage you to join us in some of our classes or go online or reach out to the person who invited you here, because you will feel better and your skin. So what is in our gut shows up on our skin. And when we're feeling better and taking better care of ourselves, guess how we're showing up differently? Like when you take the time to give yourself a facial or take a nice hot soak and really nurture yourself, you're showing up better in life. So, okay. And then we have our rewards program where this shows you all of the really cool things. So when you start, you can earn points back anywhere from 10 to 30% back. Every time it goes up from the first 3 months, you're earning 10% back in points, which you can turn into free product. And who doesn't love free? I absolutely love free. So I'll take advantage of setting my loyalty order at 100 or more. I usually have it about 200, but I get free shipping. I get a free product. I get all kinds of really great benefits from that. Again, reach out to the person who invited you here so that you can learn more about this. You'll want to make sure you're taking advantage of it because you get so much back in return. Okay, it's November. We have holiday items. You guys, the only thing that sold out so far is the Emerald Bubble and the holiday piece. You can still get holiday piece on it by itself. And most everything shown here is at least 50% sold out. So it is while supplies last. If you have your loyalty order, ship on or before the 15th of the month, and it's at least 125, you're getting a free bottle of Ravensara. You guys, this one has been a game changer in whatever I've been going through. Diane's got hers right there, right? And I've had a few people who say, gosh, I don't really like the smell of Breathe. Well, Ravensara has more of a eucalyptus scent. It's so refreshing and smells so good, and it's not available for purchase. So make sure you get in there and get that order taken care of. Now, the entire month of November, we are also saving 10% off of Adaptive. You guys, Adaptive capsules, I wish I could hand them out on the street and throw them at a parade instead of candy. People, they make such a huge difference in just how our emotions are showing up, how that overwhelm is. I swear it's like the coping capsule, and I love it. I use it daily. Most of my family uses it. Not that we're all stressed out and stuff, but yeah, it's like, it just helps us, right? And when I partner that with the new frankincense capsule, it's just like, it's magic. I love it. And then if you are familiar with doTERRA's Healing Hands, with all of the different things that have been going on across the country as far as hurricanes and things, they are, for this month, they are offering Davana, which is not available for purchase. 100% of the revenue that is got from the Davana goes to Healing Hands. It's a really great way to give back. 100% of your money goes to the organization. It's so good. I love this company. I love how they support us, and they give us multiple ways to be able to get through life, right? And how it is for us. Okay. Now, I think this is we're close to the last, you guys. There's a lot here. There are 3 of us who have been qualified and super honored to be able to work with doTERRA in Diamond Club and Masters Club. When you are ready, or you know somebody who's interested in getting started with their own wholesale account, 100 PV order gets them a free bottle of Balance. You guys, gateway oil for me, right? I still carry this oil with me, but for the first year, it was the thing that took me from being a bucket full of mess, I'm not kidding, crying and on the edge all the time, to somebody who was able to handle things a little bit differently. And so Balance is free with a 100 PV order. When you do a 150, you'll get your choice of a pebble diffuser, the foaming hand wash, or both of the toothpaste. And then at 200, you get the Balance, your choice of a free gift, and a bottle of a Roller Touch of Adaptive. You guys, this is amazing. It does take a code, so make sure you reach out to either Sarah, Bobby, or myself, and let us help them get all the free stuff for this month. If you're, giving the gift of doTERRA during the holidays is one of the things I think is so amazing. This is also for somebody who has not placed an order for over a year. We can get them a reactivation without having to pay any extra fees or anything. Plus, they will qualify for the free products. So, all right, there's lots there, and we appreciate you guys so much for your support in sharing those links. QR code on the left-hand side. If you want to know how to get a hold of us or stay in contact with us, you can join our Facebook group there. You can get text reminders, all kinds of fun things. Next week is our Happy Home and Toxic Free Living. Make sure you set an alarm. You guys, I set an alarm in my phone for our classes. It has a 5 minutes. If I have 15 minutes, I might forget. That's how quick it goes, right? So I set a 5-minute reminder with the Zoom link. So all I have to do is touch it, and here I am. It's the easiest way to stay connected. All right. Okay. I would love it if anyone has any testimonials, whether they have to do with anything that we talked about tonight, skincare, Symphony of Cells, Aroma Touch, or if you guys have any questions, we're here to help.
I'm happy to give a testimonial.
Perfect. Thank you, Diane.
So I actually have a couple, but my most current one is I had strep last year during the school year, and I said to my husband, I said, I need you to do Symphony of the Cells on me to take care of this. So I looked up which protocol, and long story short, he did it on me twice a day for 3 days. It's for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and by Monday I was back at school. Yeah, good
That's
stuff.
crazy.
I know.
It's so cool. Do you remember which one of the protocols he used?
Infectious disease. Yeah.
That's a good one for sure. And
Yeah, and it's so nice because you can just look in the book and figure out which one you need, you know.
you guys, I've been at places where I've been, traveling, and we've taken park benches and we put them together and laid somebody on a table and thrown oils on their spine. And, it's different than just, sometimes people will say, oh, I know, well, I put it on my feet yesterday, or I diffused it in my room, last week. You can't use these products once in a while and expect to get a really good result. The more consistent you are at using it, and the more you dig into what is the root cause of what's going on, and that's what I love about Symphony of the Cells is if you know about something that's going on, you can research it and look deeper. And there are protocols for so many things that people are using on a daily basis. Okay. Thank you, Diane. Okay, Sarah.
Okay, it's actually Levi that wants to talk. So I've been doing quite a few Aroma Touch workshops. It's been super fun. And I came home and Levi was having a tough day. And so he said, can I have an Aroma Touch? And of course, I'm exhausted, but you wouldn't believe as a person that's giving an Aroma Touch, it actually gives you energy. It's really, really neat what happens. So it was about 7 o'clock at night. And then can you tell him what you experienced when you had your Aroma Touch? He had a really bad day.
It made me sleep better. It calmed me down and it felt great.
Yeah. And then can you tell him about your next day? Was it much better?
Yeah, it turned out way better.
Yeah. So I just want to say how it's beneficial to kids as well. And obviously he's only half the size of my table, and it was a night and day difference.
That's so cool. Sarah, will you tell us really quick what your workshops are like, and can anybody do a workshop like what you're doing, or?
Yeah, absolutely. It depends where I'm going. If I pivot really well. So a lot of my workshops, anybody can be invited, and we just, either the host gets to go on the table or the host chooses someone to go on the table, and everybody gets to experience it aromatically. And that's what's the benefit of Aroma Touch is you don't necessarily have to have it placed onto your skin. And I'm talking the whole time. So the person on the table is getting the benefit, but also they're getting taught as they're in my workshop. And I cannot even tell you that I just had one in Thermopolis, and it was the coolest thing. I have to share this really fast. And I had a gal in there. She's had pain. She's a breast cancer survivor. She's had pain since she had chemo for 4 years in her right leg and her hip and her right shoulder. And she said it's just super painful. And we were going to address it afterwards, and we were going to do some stuff. And as soon as I got done doing the Aroma Touch to the host, and I gave her some citrus water, that's just my part of my routine, and we were talking, and she stood up and she goes, "You're not going to believe this. I have no pain in my right hip." Just from the aromatic being in the room, from walking around, watching what I'm doing on the table, she was able to experience it aromatically and have that sensation through the olfactory nerve and relieve a lot of pain. It was great.
That's so cool. And, every time I'm around people who do Aroma Touch or give Aroma Touch or get Aroma Touch, it's like the stories and the testimonials are incredible. with it's, my husband, one of the time I love giving him an Aroma Touch, especially if we've been fighting or something. It's like, and just like Levi said, it's like you'll get energized, or I think you said it, you get energized when I give them. Our bodies are so amazing the way that they adapt. So I've had times when I've given an Aroma Touch where I've gone, okay, now I want to go home and clean out the cupboards and do all the things. And I've also had times when I'm going, no, I'm just ready to like chill and sleep. And so your body adapts to whatever it needs. And so I'll tell people, if you're on the verge of getting sick, you may actually feel sicker for a minute. And that's why, of course, Sarah said, drink lots of water, is because you're putting all those essential oils on people's backs and they're detoxing and cleansing, and you got to pull it out and keep it going. And so everybody, like, I love giving them at hospice. One of the times, so here locally, we have a kit that I just provide the oils, and they'll call us and say, we've got somebody who, needs to have an Aroma Touch. And we go into the home. We don't talk to them about anything. We just, I'll usually take a diffuser and have a diffuser going. I'll give the Aroma Touch. And in this one case, the wife was transitioning, and she was really just uneasy. And so she laid on the bed, and I gave her an Aroma Touch, and her husband laid next to her. And then I turned and I gave him one also. You guys, the feeling that was going on in that room and the experience that I felt and they felt was crazy cool, with just how, and there was no words being said at all. And he was like so grateful, because a lot of times, you guys, caretakers, this would be my challenge for you, is if you are certified or you know how to give this is a great way to give back in your community to people who are showing up in service, people who are having a really difficult time, people who are depressed, people who are in a lot of pain. I mean, and that's probably one of my favorite things, is somebody can be walking towards me and I can see on their face, something's on, like something's going on. And it's like, okay, hold on, don't even say anything. And, just sit. And I've had people, for instance, because you don't always have a massage bed, you don't always have the proper tools, but I'll have them sit backwards on a chair, expose their back, and I'll just apply the oils that they need. And within minutes, their experience changes. And that's what I love so much about what we do. It's pretty cool. Okay, who else? Does anybody else have a testimonial or a question?
Okay, I have one more.
Okay.
This one's on VMG and Advantage. So Luke is, he works at the power plant here. He works days, and they have transitioned him, we don't know why, to nights. So he's been 3 or 4 nights on, and then he has 6 to 8 hour break, and then he goes to days. And he works one day, and it's just been really, really rough. And I always know when this is happening because he ages. I'm not kidding you. Dark circles, we've talked about it. I'm not being degrading, but he ages fast. It's just not how our bodies are made. And so he has been doubling his VMG. He's been taking one as soon as he gets home from night shift and then before he goes. And I did not say this. I just was like, okay. And then he takes a Lifelong Vitality while he's at work. So we're talking about 3 doses, and then he takes an Advantage when he gets home, and then an Advantage before he goes onto night shift. And you guys, it's been night and day compared to what has happened to him in the past. His dark circles are starting to diminish. Even Jeremiah commented and said, Dad has really, really, really dark circles, and they're really, really deep. And then tonight they're gone. So I just want to say that your instinct is right. Like, I just let him flow with it. He knew what he needed. I mean, he just was gravitated towards it, he said. So your body will naturally gravitate towards it because it's attracted to it. Like, Hayley has a really great story about, she saw all these oils and she was like, I really need whatever that is. So just go with your gut, because I promise you it's right.
Good stuff. All of it. You guys, I'm super, super grateful that you guys are here with us. I know these classes, to me, it seems like we always have class, but we do. We believe in education, and knowledge is power. If you don't know what to do with what you have, it's not going to do you any good. And I love that we have products that help to support us on a physical, an emotional, and a financial benefit. And from the inside out. So much of our stuff is, our skin and our appearance starts in our gut more and more, right? They're teaching us about the brain, our brain here, our brain in our gut. And we have things at every age, at every level to be able to support us. Symphony of the Cells, Aroma Touch are just two of the ways that you can show up for not only yourself, but for your community. We have people who do an entire business around Aroma Touch. It's pretty crazy cool. And so, all right, super grateful for you guys to be here. Make sure you get in, and you guys, I'm going to do a hack for these really quick. So the cough that I have, I don't know what's going on with my body. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't want to talk about it or mention it, but it's like this lemon lime one. I'll be just sitting here and then all of a sudden I just start to cough, and there's really no phlegm or anything. It's just I start coughing and I can't breathe, and then I'm good. This, and I put it in water, has completely taken that away from me. And what's great is, okay, so I'm a huge honey fan. I love our spiced honey. I use it all the time, whether it's in tea, just water by itself, or in my coffee. Well, now I'm just using either hot water or hot coffee or whatever, and I'm just throwing drops in them. Whether it's the cinnamon is my favorite. Lime, right? Lime is good. The breathe, I mean, all of them, and just throw them in there, and you don't have to add anything else. You just throw it in there, but stir it up. But you can also see, I wish I could show you inside my cup right now, because you can see like the little oil on the surface. So it's got the real product in the, and this, cane sugar. I mean, there is some sugar in here and stuff, but there are way worse options. Yeah, I'm so excited. I love it. I love all the fun things. Okay, you guys have a great night. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye, you guys.